Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of Road to GotY. Today we're looking at Control, game that I just finished about 20 minutes ago or so. This video will have spoilers. Control is surprisingly a game that I really enjoyed. I didn't think when I started it, I thought it was going to be just something that was really fun, but I definitely didn't think it was going to take a spot in my top 10, which it most likely will. I've got to sit down and really work on that. There is so much to love about Control. I'm in the post-game now, working my way through that, and I absolutely adore this game. Early on, the combat didn't really work for me, but now I've come completely around on that, and I love the combat. There's so much to do, so many different options. I missed. It's fine. So many different options between levitating, you have your launch power, you have your various different forms of the service weapon. You have so much to play around with, and that's not even counting being able to seize enemies and use them against their allies. Where is... Shouldn't that thing still be in here? They might have gotten rid of it though, the hiss might have. I actually really enjoyed the story. This game wound up being a really cool mix between like eldritch horror, para-utilitarianism, and para-naturalism. And then the SCP Foundation in a really cool way. There it is. That thing is still here. I absolutely love it. I think that finding out the twists and turns of the story was really enjoyable. And I think, honestly, that the story itself was really solid. I think what you find out about the characters, and especially like Trench and Darling, and the way the story is conveyed to you, the fact that not all of the story is like fully understood. They don't explain everything, because if they did, where would be the fun in that? The way that these stories work is that everything doesn't get explained. Alright, let's see if we can take him out. Our launch does a lot of damage now. I really like Jessie as a main character. I think she's really good and really enjoyable as a character. We might need to go back and heal with the health pickups that are everywhere. I do kind of wish there was an ability that let you heal, but I understand why there isn't. It would skew the combat really quickly. But as you can see, you take a lot of damage. Take a lot of damage from enemies, and if you don't use your shield or get out of the way of the attacks, you're going to die. And loading screens are a little long. That's one of my few complaints with this game. Loading screens are kind of annoyingly long in a way. Again, we're still sitting, loading, and then we still have to get back to the fight, you know? At the same time, by the end of the game, when you're focused and not also trying to talk and convey your thoughts on the game, it's really easy to get around the battlefield and not get hit. And a lot of health items drop out of almost every enemy, and there's a lot of enemies towards the end. So you're able to get your health back really quickly, but it can be really annoying when you die because of how long these loading times are, man. Another weird thing that I don't really understand why it happens, if you bring your menu up, there's no stuttering at all. I'll show that here. Wherever it... Okay, it puts us back right here. You bring your menu up, no stutter, you're good. You bring the start menu up and go to resume game, there's like a weird stutter there that I don't exactly know is why. Like, did it unload everything and then it loads it all back in? That's really weird to me. And then the other small complaint that I have is that I do think early on the enemies still do a lot of damage when you don't have a lot of tools to get away from them. But it does balance out really well. I also would have liked to have, you know, played around with a few more altered items, maybe get to see some actual containment procedures, because almost all the altered items that you find, their containment procedures are really standard, and you don't get anything too crazy, although there are a few that have some pretty crazy ones. But with those complaints aside, I really like this game. I think story alone, it would be one of my favorites, but I really enjoy the combat too. Like I said early on, I did not. I thought early on the combat was really annoying, but probably about the halfway mark, when you start really getting the upgrades in launch and getting to play around with those, is where it turned around for me. Oh, he spawned some more enemies? Oh, no, I got hit by that one. Oh. Got you with that one, buddy. Oh, I got hit by that one, too. Oh, I'm out of energy. I feel like in the last 4 hours of playing the game, I didn't die at all. And then now while I'm trying to talk, I'm dying. I do think the game has some pretty cool boss fights, too. There's one that's really annoying because you're on a platform and the boss will break holes in the platform. And if you fall through, you just die. You can't, there's nothing you can do about it because you can't get back up. You don't get enough vertical height from it. That said, I do think that by the end of the game, you have enough abilities to get around where, for instance, when I fought a different version of that same boss, I had no problems with it at all the second time I beat it my first try. So I do think it balances out. I think a lot of that, honestly, comes in the levitate power. This game is sort of a Metroidvania, and I do think it's going to be kind of annoying going back to not have levitate because of how much I use it. But at the same time, it's really good. It's a really good power. I'm very excited for, like, DLC to be able to play around with this power set and maybe get some new stuff, you know? I think this is absolutely Remedy's best game, and they've made some really good games before. But, like, Alan Wake is one of my favorites, but I think this is even better than Alan Wake and has some really cool tie-ins to Alan Wake that I don't want to spoil. Alright, Tomasi, I gotta take you down and then check this room for information. That is another thing that I really enjoyed. Going through this game, it was basically every time I found a new room, what's in that room? What have I not seen yet that I want to see, you know? Oh boy, hello. Let's nod and say we did. How's that sound? Huh? How's that sound? Will you just, oh no, he got away. Oh boy, that's gonna be a problem. Alright, can I weaken this one and then seize it? I missed so many times there. I killed it. I think he got away again, too. He did. He's right there. Oh, got him. And then, like, those guys, I just eat now. Oh, I missed. He's about to do it again. Okay. Alright, we're good. It would be really helpful, though, if I could seize one of these guys and make him blow up on Tomasi. Here we go. I think, too, because of the different weapons that you can use and the different forms of the weapons, and then balancing that in with the different mods that you can put on each weapon, and the different personal mods that you can use, I think it winds up getting really cool, actually, what all you're able to do. There we go. We're going to grab this one, too. Ha 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 ha! Didn't mean to dash that way, but I did dash that way, so it's fine. Oh, crud. Wasted. I thought he would dodge that one. I really did. It was wasted, too. I forgot I still had it on charge. Oop. 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 Oh, I got too close to that one. I was trying to be fancy and dodge it the fancy way. I need some health, though. Give me some health. Give me some health. Give me some health. Thank you. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Give me some health. Give me some health. Thank you. Which is why they give you ads in boss fights, is just to get health back. Oh, I need my dodge back. Woo-hoo. Thank goodness for the energy recharge one. Alright, there's a guy back here also firing at me. Get out of the sky. We don't need you up there. There he is. That didn't work quite the way I planned. Oh, boy. Give me health. Give me health. There we go. Tomasi's so low. I just threw that guy at him. There we go.
There.
All right.
The Bureau should start looking for a new head of communications.
I really like Jessie. Early on, she was just kind of, She talked to herself a lot, but by the end of the game, she had gone full circle for me. She's got such a cool journey throughout the game. Her interactions with, like, Ahti, and even, like, Trench are really cool. Emily's a really cool character. Arish is a really cool character. Sterling. AEW 46. A paranatural object appeared in a field outside the town of Sterling, Colorado, near a billboard advertising redacted. No civilians were injured, though the family dog has been reported as missing since the event. Local authorities arrived on the scene and began issuing orders over a monitored line of communication. Wow. Using several watchwords flagged by the Bureau. Bureau agents from the regional office were dispatched and arrived 2 hours after the local police. The situation was contained and analysis began. Bureau research staff arrived the next day and examined the object. After redacted days of evaluation, the object was lifted into an enclosed truck with built-in black rock panels and relocated to Bureau headquarters via the subway transit system leading into the oldest house. There's also some beautiful designs in this game when it comes to like the world and the different places that you can go and the things that you can see. I think they did a really good job with the world design. I really like the oldest house. I think it's really cool. It's actually, like, despite my complaints about checkpointing on Twitter, I do still think the checkpoints in this game are really spread out. It's really not that far to go to get around once you have all your abilities. Levitate and dash make most traversal just really simple. Okay. What? And what's in here? And then we'll go talk to Emily, and then we'll call this, because I don't want to spoil too much for people. Can we even go in there? Aha! There's got to be, like, one more thing we can find in here, right? Yep. Right over here. Oh, there's multiple things in here. Sterling supplement. Local witnesses report a bright flash in the field at approximately redacted. No noise accompanied by the light. Authorities had assumed the object fell from the sky, but our examination found the object actually manifested there, vaporizing the soil around it in an intense spherical redacted, which possibly explains the light seen from the town. The object is a hollow sphere made of a stone-like material. Structural analysis of the material does not redacted on record. The sphere has a broken portion as if something redacted from the object. The object has been inactive since arriving at the Bureau. Communications Department officially stated to the press that the object was a small meteor, while also using the America Overnight program to redact it. Note, the AEW will be studied in the containment sector until the spherical object is deemed safe to be transferred to the investigation sector. I want to go look at that thing again, too, afterward.
You're listening to America Overnight, now in our 29th year, lifting the veil between fiction and reality. Thank you for staying up with us. I've been getting a lot of calls about this meteor in Sterling, Colorado. There were reports of a large...
I like that in a lot of games, you just get story through stuff like this, whereas in this game, you get it from this and from papers and from talking to people.
And Sterling isn't far. I drove down myself to check it out with members of the America Overnight team. I don't need to tell you, it wasn't long before we found pieces of metal debris scattered in a field. Listeners, this is yet another instance of an unidentified flying object, or UFO, entering our airspace and crashing. That the government took away the evidence under cover of darkness only compounds the fact that these are more than likely visitors from beyond our planet, or dare I say, solar system. Head on over to our website to see pictures of the spacecraft pieces.
So what I love about this the most is it feels like it's a real, hey, it's just a radio show about aliens and stuff like that. But in actuality, it's a plant by the Bureau of Control to be able to trick people into thinking it's just a conspiracy. Or thinking that it's a joke and not really actually hidden. And I really love that. I think that's really cool. Alright, let's go back and talk to Emily, and then we'll call this. I think there could have been some more enemy designs. I still don't know how to fight these things. I don't know that I can fight these things. And if you can't fight them, that's okay too. I think that is an alright thing, because these are like anomalies. They shouldn't exist on this plane, so how could you fight them, I think the music and control is really good. They did a really good job with that. I wonder if Emily's gonna have like a bunch of post-game quests, or if that was the only one, just to be able to get in that room. Because there's still rooms that we haven't been in. Like here in research, or in containment, we got everything, I think. Been to every spot. But in research, there's a spot across from the Astral exhibition. I don't know how to get in there. Got that out. And then here in maintenance, there's a spot down past coolant pumps, which I may just fast travel there after I get recording this and see if I can get in there. I think in executive there's a spot too. No, guess not. Okay. We'll talk to Emily and then we'll call this. But I really wanted to show this game off. I really like it. Just wish the loading times weren't so bad. If you are thinking of picking this game up, my big recommendation for you would be to level launch as soon as you can, because there is a fight where launch is drastically superior to every other option that you have. And I was doing like a 20th of the boss's health because I hadn't leveled up launch at all. It's actually what made me start leveling up launch. And then from there on, the combat was a lot more fun because I think launch is a really cool ability that can be used in multiple ways. Alright. Let's talk to Emily.
Where are the files on parasitic entities I asked for?
I found a couple of relevant files at Dr. Dark.
I took care of the Tomasi problem. Sorry, I forget he was a coworker.
Don't apologize. That wasn't the real Tomasi.
Right.
He died when the hiss got him.
You're right. I just didn't want to be insensitive.
Sentimentality is a weakness in situations like these, Jesse. That's Bureau 101.
I don't think Emily's in danger of being called sentimental.
Nice. Got 3 ability points for that too.
Well, I've got a bureau to run. See you soon.
Yes, ma'am, Director Faden.
Where are the files? Please, Emily.
Right.
Not even as a joke.
Let's spend those points and then we'll call it. I want to know what this ability is, but I never use shield, and I'd rather have C's be. I was afraid that was going to be 3, because I want to know what this one is, too. Slam would be really nice, too. But we'll get there, as we do all these other side quests that we have. But until next time, I've been Trey. This has been the Full Spectrum. Remember to always enjoy the full spectrum that Control has to offer.